then he says, we have the sentence of death in ourselves, that we should not trust in ourselves, but in God who raises the dead, who delivers us from so great a death. Now listen, this is Teshuva, right? The Teshuva, 30 days will be up on the 16th. Then you'll have, actually on the 15th that night, Teshuva will come to its 30-day point. Then you'll have 10 days left through Yom Kippur of what we call the days of awe. It's those last days of that Teshuva. 40 days every year the Israelites would gather, or were supposed to gather, evaluate their lives, take inventory, and return to God in things that they had let slip. The chances are everybody lets things slip over time. So it's a beautiful time as a Christian, not something we're obligated to, but just something to do, to join in here and say, you know what, where do I need to return to the Lord? Now I'm going to make a statement here, and I want you to think about it. If you have to say, I used to, and fill in the blank, then you need to return to the Lord. If you have to say, I used to study every day, I used to go to a place of prayer, I used to attend church faithfully. If you have to say, I used to with anything, then that means you and I need to return to the Lord. I used to be a giver. I used to. So when you look at your spiritual journey, and that's why the Israelites would do this every year, is when they would look at their lives, you could let things slip. It's easy to fall into a bad habit. How many know what I'm talking about? It's easy to fall into a bad habit. Now, I learned a good habit with COVID. Whenever I pump gas or anything like that, I've got this sanitizer, because I don't want a cold. I don't want any of that. I don't want. So I picked up a good habit. You can pick up good habits, or you can pick up bad habits, right? But here's the thing. If you've left something, right? What did he say at the church of Ephesus? Said you left your first love. You didn't lose it. He didn't say you lose it. And that's how a lot of things happen in our lives. We know to do good. Paul said, he that knows to do good and don't do it, it is sin, right? Those are what we call things we omit or leave undone. So just look at your life, evaluate your life, and say, am I having to say I used to, whatever that would be, then you need to return to God in that. You need to come back to that. You need to return.